What's up, you guys? It's Becca Switzer with Roof Sales Mastery and author of Diamonds in the Sky. And I just was chatting with a contractor who had messaged me on Instagram, and he was sounding a little bit desperate, asking about my advice on what market he should work in. He's currently in a market where he feels like is just very difficult, and he was asking, like, where should I go? Business just isn't that good, and I'm having trouble with customers and how they treat their insurance claims and stuff like that. And so I got to thinking about it, and I sent him a message back, and I said, well, I mean, the truth is every market has its drawbacks and its positives, its pros and its cons, right? I mean, for example, DFW, there's a shitload of hail activity down there, tons of opportunity in terms of lots of storms and always new fresh stuff to work. But you also are competing with literally thousands upon thousands of other contractors, right? Price per square is going to be a little bit lower down south as opposed to, say, Minneapolis, where there's different codes. It's like ice and water shield is required and different types of flashings and stuff like that just because of snow. Okay. You've also got weather to deal with, right? Down south, you can pretty much work all year, but it's freaking hot in the summer. And up north, it's not so hot, but you can't work for 3 or 4 months out of the year because there's 2 feet of snow on the roof and there's ice and it's freezing, right? So then you've got, for example, the northeastern states, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Rhode Island. Those places have an incredibly high price per square, not very much competition, but you don't have as many storm events there, right? You might only get a storm sometimes once every couple of decades, depending on what area you're in. So every single market has its pros and cons. Like, there's not like one golden market, and if there was, everybody would work there, right? So I want you guys to consider this. A lot of the time, it's not the market that's the problem. Contractors try to run from their market when their business isn't good, but the issue is not the market. The issue is they don't have good strategies for selling. They don't have a good strategy for having a good sales team, for closing their deals, for generating leads, or for maximizing their deals through supplementing. So they're doing poorly, and they're trying to find all the reasons why, outside of their own performance, why their performance isn't good, why their results aren't where they want them to be. And that's convenient to do, but if you can't make it work in your current market, what makes you think you're going to be able to make it work somewhere else? Because the truth is this: if you're a one-man show, let's say, or even just a salesperson, and you wanted to do $1 million as an individual, that's like 100 deals. That's 2 jobs a week for the year. That's nothing. 2 jobs a week. If you can't get that, even in an old storm market, in a place that, you've only got a very small storm that went through, or even like the smallest, most unlikely markets of all, you can get 100 deals out of there. And if you can't, don't start by saying, well, I'm going to uproot my life and go move somewhere else. It's, how can I do that? Because if you can't do that in your current market, I just don't see how you think you're going to do it somewhere else. What do you think? There's just more jobs somewhere else? And of course, there are places, if you're in, Las Vegas, there's probably not that much hail there. Yes, move. But if you're in an area where there's hail damage and you see other contractors working around you, you're probably in a decent market, okay? You're not in Seattle, Washington, where they don't really get hail. They just get rain all the time. Okay, you're not in San Diego, California, where it's sunny every single day of the year. If you're in a market where there is storm restoration and you're not doing that well, the geography is probably not the issue 9 times out of 10. Okay, there's always exceptions to the rule, but more than likely the issue is your sales game sucks, your lead generation sucks, your closing's not good enough, you're not maximizing referrals, you're not networking well, your job size is small, you have to hustle really, really hard to get what you want. First, sharpen your toolkit, sharpen your sales skills. If you don't know how to do that, once again, I provide that for a living, and I'm very good at it. You can check my stuff out at roofsalesmastery.com. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course, for free tips and tricks. But first, improve your skill set, because like I said, I talk to so many of you guys every single week, and you're not that special. Whatever problems you have are the same problems most people have. The difference is, what are you doing about it? Keep it crunchy out there, you guys. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can visit roofsalesmastery.com for programs, and I'm going to hop back to video editing here. I have hundreds of hours of videos to edit, so I'm gonna keep doing that. But you guys are great. Keep it classy. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.